What's up, Booze Bros? Spike and Nike here, joined by Mawrtron, DLC character and Remarkable, putting together another tier list. Mawrtron has done us the favor of going through all of the new Halo 5 Infinity, I get these mixed up all the time, footage from the new multiplayer reveals. We've kind of gone and tried to figure out all the stuff that looks new, and we're going to rank them.
So these are like, I've seen there's like toys, right? These, I guess they're kind of like sandbox toys. Anyway, I'm going to try and explain these as best I can, and I'm going to drop them to you in the chat so you guys can see the pictures. But the pictures don't mean shit. Like, the pictures are too small to do anything. Anyway, first things first, we have active camo. Now, this kind of behaves a little bit differently to the original way it did, so it's not just a pickup anymore, it's actually something you kind of jam into your chest, and you kind of carry it on you, almost like the Halo 3 like bubble shield shit like that.
Yeah, so they basically turned it into equipment.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. So, I mean, this doesn't excite me that much.
It's just the same. It acts the same as any other active camo in any other game. Like, what's exciting about it?
But you get to control when it gets activated as opposed to just walking over the top of it.
Yeah, it's mad exciting, bro.
It's a really good quality of life change.
Yeah, so it's not like you pick it up and then you have to like run somewhere and then try and creep. I mean, it doesn't excite me that much. I mean, B for me.
Yeah, I think it's B. Like, you know, it's really good quality of life, but it's not groundbreaking by any means.
My dick isn't hard yet. You know what I mean? And that's kind of
That's what we aim for with all new features.
My peen isn't hard. It's D.
It's twitched, but it's soft.
Yeah. The next thing, I don't think this thing has a name yet, but I'm calling it the Mawrtron. It's that crazy gun that got the bank shot thing. Maybe it has been named, I just have done some shit research on it. But he kind of shoots it up a wall and it goes around a corner. It kind of looks like a shitty version of the concussion rifle, except people get like crumbled away once. I don't know. Like,
didn't the scatter shot do that?
Yeah, it's kind of like a scatter shot, but it shoots balls instead of like lines.
So it's like, hey guys, we've changed this one gun. Instead of shooting lines now, we're shooting balls at you.
Yeah, so it's a ball shooter, but it has like a cool announcement thing. Like,
balls go with a D, in my opinion.
Yeah,
It depends on how it works, in my opinion. I'm all for adding more mechanical skill to Halo. So if there's like some mechanical skill element that makes it like a difficult gun to use in regards to the way that the projectile travels, then I think that's pretty cool, because I don't think that Halo has a lot of that type of stuff outside of, just click heads.
So you kind of charge it, and then it does this bank shot thing where you can like go around corners. Think of like the grenade launcher used to do that.
I really like the charge up type weapons. Like, I love the railgun. I think the Spartan laser is great fun. So like, if this has some sort of interesting take on a charge up skill shot weapon, then it could be cool.
Or
but
is it like a weapon that's designed so that you're taking out people inside shit? Is that
I
the
think
idea?
so, yeah. Like if someone's like hiding around a corner, you can just like ricochet it around the corner. I'm sure it shoots straight as well.
Oh, it's like
then
warp in Mass Effect.
Yeah.
That can't be above B though, surely.
Yeah, it's new. It's taking
new
stuff around a
isn't
corner.
good. It's a bouncy shotty.
You know what? Let's put it in A, because I'm sure what's going to happen is when the game comes out, we all hate this shit. Where do you want to put it, Max?
C.
Oh,
C or
not
D.
knowing that much about it,
tier.
I want to say B.
Oh, fuck it, B. Who cares?
B's baseline.
All right, next we have the Bulldog shotgun. So this thing is kind of like I don't know why we have two shotguns, but it looks kind of like it's like a semi-auto shotgun. So I'm guessing it's like shittier range, but higher output,
less
like
damage. Yeah,
this doesn't appeal to me. Like,
not as much damage.
In my competitive opinion, it's more interesting.
Yeah,
I rate that over the other one.
Really?
Yeah.
But I'd put the other one down. I reckon that's a B shotty.
You think that's a B
The other
shotty?
one's a
This
awful
entire
shotty.
list. This entire list is just going to be B.
Well, we don't know is the question. It's more about how excited are we for it. Like,
we'll reorder when we've got to fill that.
Yeah, we'll put them all in B, and then we'll move them out.
No, stop it. It was like, no, like in terms of shotguns, like it's mixing things up a bit. At least it gives me a bit of options.
I'm
other than
excited
having just
for
this-
it, so I'm gonna put
Yeah.
it in A. How about that? Is that like it? It gives me the feels a little bit, you know, like I'm feeling a little bit of hype for it, and that's kind of what it's about. We don't know what these things do. Like we're all speculating and talking shit. So like, does it make your pee go hard? This does a little bit, yes.
Like I'm trying to compare it to like other games, and what like Apex Legends has got the EVA, which is kind of the semi-automatic one, and then you've got the I think it's the Mastiff, which is much slower. So kind of just adds a little bit of variety to the way that you play. I'm sure that the people that are too good at the game will, work out the DPS of both of them and
At whatever range, like at 10
Yeah.
at 10
Yeah.
meters, the standard shotgun is actually more effective than the auto shotgun. But yeah, I don't know. I'm hyped for it. I think it's pretty cool. Right. So next up we have another new weapon, the Commando tactical rifle. So I'm not sure if you guys. There was quite a lot happening in those trailers, but this guy was like it almost looked like it's like a fully automatic DMR, but with a bit more recoil. So it's kind of interesting. We haven't really had a gun like that because there's always the assault rifle, which just isn't really an assault rifle. It's an SMG.
I mean, sign me up.
To me, I'm like these two are like, yeah, dude, 100%. Like,
this to me sounds awesome because I'm a big DMR simp.
yeah, DMR's pretty sexy. And then this, I'm sure it's got more recoil, and I'm not sure if it's got bloom. Can't remember. But yeah, I mean, A to me. What do you like? Does anyone disagree with an A?
I'm good with A. I could see this being like, depending on how it feels and how it plays, this could possibly replace the DMR as my go-to.
Ooh.
I think it's too early to S tier, so I'm gonna say A.
Yeah.
But it's
Yeah, no one wants to make a big
it's
call.
it's
like
thumping the
S tier.
bottom of my desk.
Right, armor customization. So this is quite a juicy one. So basically, there's like everything now. So think reach level, but more. So there's like
S tier.
armor
S tier,
coding.
straight down.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
makes me hard as fuck.
Yeah, this is like. I'm glad you said that because like, dude, I'm rock solid right now. I'm barred
Yeah,
up.
like
I'm
just,
so
like,
barred.
Don't even need ecstasy pills for that fucking shit.
Yeah,
Sign me
exactly.
up
I'm lightheaded.
right now.
This is something that I'm actually very surprised that it's taken them this long.
Yeah, dude. Like, why? Like, why do we get 50 ugly helmets in Halo 4 and not be able to put a robot arm on? You know, like that's kind of fucked up. Anyway, I'm glad you all agree because that's like one of the things I'm most excited about as well. Another thing, a very minor thing, actually, Danielle brought it up in the podcast, is the armor. When you get hit, the armor will actually flare where you're getting hit from. So if you're getting shot in the leg from a BR, your leg will flare up from like the direction. Does that make sense? Am I explaining that?
Yeah. That's pretty good from a team standpoint. Like if you see your friend getting shot, instead of it being sort of like you see his whole shield going around, you go, oh, okay, well he's being shot in the back. Obviously that's where the person's coming from.
Yeah, to me, I think it's a pretty cool mechanic.
I reckon that's pretty good.
It's like, oh shit, like so you're getting peppered in the foot, like jump you fucking idiot, sort of thing. You know, like that's pretty sweet.
I mean,
I think
it's
A-
cool, but it's not A tier. My God.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
like it's
Bruh.
like it's like the cloak thing. It's just quality of life.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
okay.
would C tier it myself.
Should we put it in C for quality of life?
Oh, don't take my shield down.
Yeah, I'll agree with B tier. It's like,
I reckon B tier is more like quality of life things that make life a little bit easier.
well, I mean, okay.
But
Here's
it's not easier for me griefing.
Here's a question then. So this is another quality of life thing I'd argue, but the vehicle destructibility. So we've all played GTA, and you know when the fucking like fire starts coming, the exhaust and shit, and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta get out of this car. That's in Halo now, so we have that. Like, is that a quality of life thing? It sounds like it's gonna make the game kind of shittier.
So, when I saw this in the trailer, I thought that this was already something that Halo had.
So
but
did
it
I.
was.
I don't think it has a doomsday mechanic though. So I think your vehicle can blow up, obviously, but this also has like you can lose a tire and keep driving, so you could shoot out all the
It's
tires.
sort of had it, but not for this.
Oh yeah, that's right. It would start to beep at you, and it would be on fire, basically saying if you take any more damage, this thing's
Yeah.
gonna blow.
Correct.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Gotcha.
So now it's just kind of like that, but kind of worse. Like it will blow up this time instead of just being this smoldering heap.
I reckon
And
it'll
I
be
mean-
funnier, but it'll be way more annoying.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
C.
like-
That's C.
I like it
Tires
though.
getting
Like,
blown out.
it sounds like a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of
kinda
fun
cool.
though. Like, it's kind of hype. Like, I want to shoot someone's tires out and then skid around and shit.
No, that's just griefing. That's like what Max will do every single time we're in a warthog.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck it up.
Yeah,
I'm
A
putting
tier. A tier.
Nah, don't get it. I'm putting that as a C. That's a C.
I'm putting it C because I know Max is just gonna fuck our tires up every game we get into.
What? No, that's crazy.
You're a fucking dog, Snake. You're gonna do it. Alright, so this is another new one, which we've kind of seen before, but like, shield equipment. Like, it's kind of like a bubble shield, but way shitter. You can shoot holes in it. It kind of seems pointless to me. Like, I'm
What's
not
the
that
point of that?
Yeah, I'm not that excited
Well,
about
to me,
it.
it's more competitive
How's
I
it more
like it.
competitive? I guess it will stop grenades.
because it doesn't cock block complete teams. It's like you can keep going through it. It's like it delays it, gives you an advantage, but you can still overcome it if the other person's garbage.
Yeah, I guess from an advantage side, like, it seems weaker than the other abilities, though. You know, like... Yeah, I don't know.
Is it a one-way shield? I can't remember exactly.
No, so it's like a
yeah, you
shield
can shoot through it, right?
No, I'm not sure if it's one
But
way.
the
but
other people like break blocks.
I think you
is
can
my understanding.
both. Yeah, maybe that's what it is. So it might be a one-way shield with like a block breaking mechanic. So you can see in the screen in the center, there's like a little panel that's been shot through. So that's the enemy team like breaking parts of it. I mean, it's interesting. What do you think?
No,
I don't know.
I'm not excited about that at all.
Yeah,
I am.
I don't know. To me, like after playing so much Overwatch, like shields can get real annoying, and I don't want Halo to become just like some game that's kind of defined by a bunch of people having shields that they can like project out.
I mean, the good thing is
it's probably similar to stuff like that. Well, no, because I don't know how they're approaching equipment either. It's probably not going to be like I don't know if it'll be a map pickup or like something that you choose
so
as a loadout.
They're all
map-
pickups, right?
They're all pickups, so there'll be like
Okay.
one on the map, which is probably a
Okay.
good thing, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
mean-
not the end of the world then.
You've had deployable covers since Halo 3, though, right? For bubble shields and
Yeah,
covers.
That's true.
It's just the difference now is that you can shoot through it instead of it running out.
I think like it doesn't excite me that much. Like I'm
Yeah,
fully
it just
soft
doesn't
right
excite
now.
me.
I'd also have to say C.
So that's
Just 'cause-
3 C's and 1. What do you want to put it, Max?
I was going to say B.
All right,
But-
well it's kind of weighted C. So sorry to say, mate.
Should we put everything in S tier because we're super hyped for this game?
Nah.
I'm glad we're
Let's
being
not-
honest
let's
about
not be
it.
those people. Let's not be those people.
Yeah,
Oh man, are you so excited about the Grapple Hook, guys?
I'm actually pretty hype about the grapple hook. It looks
Like, I can
This-
go backwards and forwards for that because that's like if my members of the team are able to grapple hook me, I can see all the terrible things that are going to happen.
no. So from what I've seen, you can grapple hook other players, but it brings you to them and not them to you. So you're basically Spider-Man. Like, look at this picture, dude. He's just fucking Spider-Maning across the map. How sick is that? Like, I was super hyped about it, but then I think they're showing it off too much, so maybe it's not that hype. So I'm feeling
I could see
A.
this. Yeah, I could see this going both ways. Like I think that it has the potential to add some really cool mechanical
Moments.
skill elements that a grenade blows a weapon up and it's like flying through the air, and if like you can actually match that grappling hook out to pick it up, or if you're kind of like in a bit of a rush and maybe you've got something on cooldown or you've got this ability and you can grapple an item before somebody can pick it up, you get it, then you get the jump on them. But the bits where I think that it could be insanely aggravating is where, if a bunch of people have it and you're in a vehicle and anybody can just at any time latch onto your vehicle, come and hijack you. And it just kind of takes that skill element
Yeah.
away from what hijacks used to be.
You're dropping
What-
it in my head, like, slowly down the ladder.
What
But-
I'm worried about is at the beginning of the game when the developers haven't fully tested out these multiplayer maps, and there are those people who just find places to use those grapple hooks, get up there, and suddenly they're just absolutely dominating your team. That's what worries me about that. Is like it just finds like a match breaking area. So
Just
it's like,
click
oh,
it.
just during that period.
I mean, I'm still hyped for it, though.
But
Like, it's
what
hype.
if you can grab a sticky grenade that's been thrown midair?
Can you
and
grab a
bring it to
sticky
yourself
grenade
and
off
die?
someone else's back and take the hit for them?
If you can, S tier.
If I can do that, it's S tier, but until then, it's A.
I think A is
Yeah.
pretty solid.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, what all it's capable of actually grabbing.
Yeah. I think the what are they called? The Halo Mythbusters will have an absolute field day on this.
Because think of this. Again, I'll take it back to Overwatch, but Widowmaker, the sniper character in the game, has that grapple where you can pretty much grapple onto any wall. So imagine you just look up at a wall, you've got a sniper rifle, and it chucks you up into the air, and then you're just kind of floating, seeing the map out in front of you, and you can get a bit of a drop on where the other team is, or possibly get a quick headshot before you hit the ground. That's a pretty cool thing to me, but it also makes you a pretty predictable target because you're just flying through the air.
And it's pretty much just going to be every montage.
Yeah,
For
exactly.
the next year after it's released.
True. Yeah, it could be a bit overpowered too. Maybe they'll take it off maps because it's too broken or something. So the next one it's called the Mangler. It looks like a discount mauler to me. So I think it's like a little handheld shotgun. I'm guessing the Banished have their own version of the Mauler. Do you guys remember what the Mauler is from Halo 3?
I do.
Yeah.
It was so OP when you had 2.
It was 2, yeah, but it was cool when you had 2, but can you dual wield in this game? It's not really confirmed. I don't give a shit about this, honestly.
To me, I couldn't
D.
care less about this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a D tier for me, but
Do you have something below D?
Not yet. We could just remove it completely and just not even
Just
So
delete it
yeah,
from the game
bottom,
files.
it's D tier.
D.
It's
I
not
agree. I'm
exciting.
happy with that
Doesn't
too.
add anything for me.
Apologies to the artist that modeled it and textured it.
Yeah, apologies
Dick's limp
to
right
the
now.
team that tested it and balanced it. Can I just go ahead and put the overshield in the same
Yeah.
tier? Yeah, thank you.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay, here's a controversial one. Oh, I know how I feel about this.
A tier immediately, no question.
I'm so glad you know what that is. So what is this, Max?
It is the biggest money sink that they've put in this game.
Yeah, 100%.
I am going to be buying so many AI Guardian skins.
100%.
100% they're going to put a little anime girl in there at some point, and you just know I'm going to waste money.
You know they're going to
Oh,
hire
God.
every single... So this is personal AI. So you have your normal announcer, but then you have your own backup announcer being like, "Hey, cutie pie, get the flag to your base, big boy." To me, boom.
Oh, take my money.
That's
take
pretty
my
good.
money.
You know
Yeah.
that there's going to be creators who are going to have their own sort of
My
AI
dream is
interface
to
and
become
stuff
an
like that.
AI.
If Mawrtron was an AI, I would spend upwards of $100 for that.
Can you imagine they bring in XQC or something and it speaks so fast you can't understand what they're saying?
I need that
I just
amaranth
reckon
AI.
that's just it's just gonna make life great. As long as the creator's good.
I want a Ricky Gervais AI.
Yes!
I want to mod my own AI and then sell it on Steam somehow.
That'd be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm glad you all agree, because that's fucking sick. I like the ones we like
Yeah,
the
boy.
most, the customization. I mean, let's be fair, that's what Halo is about.
100%.
That's what everyone wants.
Yeah. Alright, can I just go ahead and put this straight to D tier? It's a pulse carbine.
Nobody
It's-
gives a shit.
Yeah, what is it? Like a plasma repeater and the fucking carbine had sex or some
Mixed
shit?
with the storm rifle.
Yeah,
you know,
stop
things.
making shitty fucking Covenant guns, dude.
Yeah. nobody cares about the Covenant. Let's just stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, exactly. Right, so next is the Razorback. What do you guys know about the Razorback?
Nothing.
Oh, it's just a harder warthog, right?
So no, this is fucking super dope. So it's a Warthog, right? But you can carry 4 people in it. But it has a rack in the back, and you can put things in the rack. So if you want to take a hammer with you, take a hammer. You want to take the flag with you, you can put the flag on the rack at the back and take the flag. If you want to take fusion coils with you and turn this into a fucking drivable death trap.
Oh God.
That just went from C to S in my brain.
See.
Why C?
Max is gonna turn it into the biggest terrorist vehicle of all
For
time.
me, for the lol factor, dude, that thing is sick, man. I want S, you want C. Nathan, where are you?
Well, I thought C until you said that, and then I was like, oh god.
The thing is, it's only
Oh,
good for
Lord.
one game type.
Capture
Capture
the flag.
Well, or big team battle, basically.
What about the racing? Racing surely is going to be a game type in this.
Yeah, that we play.
Fuck, can we put an A then? I'm real
It has
excited.
a lot
do
of
it.
potential.
Just
It's
do
got
it.
so many memes and trolling. Imagine just loading it with fusion coils and then just kamikazing people with it. It's kind of what we do in Battlefield when you load one of those little quad bikes up with heaps of mines and just run into people. So
Yeah.
I can see A with that.
Solid.
I think A is pretty good. Mark said C.
Well, like, I see the troll factor in it, and I'm gonna hate it, but it's it'll be good for capture the flag, so put it up.
All right, sweet. I'm glad I just talked you all into putting that to A tier. I did want an S for it though, but
Nah, fuck that.
here's another armor ability or another equipment, I guess. This is like literally the only frame you can see it in, but it's like a shield. It's like a reflector shield. So you kind of, in this footage, someone's shooting a plasma rifle at the spawn, and he's doing like a nubble and chucking his shield up,
A.
and it's bouncing back.
What?
A.
A? Nah.
Yeah.
Can it
Don't
bounce?
mess with
Here's
all
a question.
shields.
Okay, so like let me
Shield Town
explain
C.
why A. Let me explain why. Okay, so you got the cloak, you got the overshield, you got like all these other little things that are sort of like quality of life or just updating an old mechanic. That's new. That's awesome, and I'm gonna be utilizing the shit out of that in game.
I want to know, what can it bounce? Can it bounce a rocket? Can
That's
it bounce?
the exact question I have.
Can it bounce a warthog? Like, my peepee's a little bit tingly, boys. Like, I
Yeah,
think that's an
like
A.
that's what it's exciting about. Like I reckon.
Did
if
you
there's,
guys like Armor Lock?
No.
I loved using it on vehicles.
Yeah, I
Thank you for
loved it
trying
To
too.
me,
make
this
feel.
seems like Armor Lock. It's just...
So where do you reckon?
I don't reckon it'll be as strong as Armor Lock, but I reckon it'll have enough utility that'll make me excited for it.
It's
I
like
reckon
a-
that'll be my default.
It's like a montager, you know, like someone bouncing a rocket off. It's pretty red hot.
You know, just going into a room and popping that up, and suddenly the dude with the one-hit shotgun can't kill you. That's amazing. I love it.
I'm for it if it is super technically or mechanically difficult to pull off. So like you've literally got to click that button milliseconds before that rocket impacts, and there's like this tiny window of success. Otherwise, if it's just like this thing that you have like a 3-second hold on, and you can just for any 3 seconds, anything that's within your field of vision or like, you know, looking at you or aiming at you, you could just get to block. I'm not for that.
Yeah, there's no way it's precise. It's Halo.
No, so in this instance, he bounces back a plasma pistol shot back at him, and it loses the Spartan's shields.
That's great.
So yeah, I think it's A. I mean, unless you
Okay.
I'm
guys-
gonna vote B. I would
put
say
B.
C, but you've convinced me B.
Well, okay, well, there's 2A, 2B. How do we settle this?
Well,
Fuck.
then I'm gonna say C, so it's B. Checkmate.
Such a bitch.
Good
You're
plan.
such a bitch, Matt.
I'm gonna say, well,
Questions.
I'm gonna say S, so it's back to an A.
I'm gonna say D.
There's too many questions.
Yeah, too many questions. Well, I'm gonna be a pessimist and
There we go.
leave it at A.
Oh,
All right, here we go. This is another one that gets me fucking hyped. Robot limbs are back.
S.
So
what?
not only
S.
can you have one arm that's a robot limb, you can be a full-blown paraplegic, boy, and just be fucking and just be rolling deep full robo. I mean, I love this shit obviously because I'm obsessed with robots. So I want to put an S.
I would put a
It's
D.
just customization.
I hate the idea that everyone's gonna have the exact same stuff. To me, a Spartan shouldn't even be losing limbs. They should be so good that they don't even get injured. So to see everyone rocking like, oh, blown off me arm,
So where do you want to put
kind
it?
of kills it. Like
So,
C.
just to confirm, at what game was it that you could change your arm to robotic?
Reach.
Because I know that was a thing that
Reach.
you could do.
Reach.
Okay.
Reach.
And that was because of Cat, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, I don't. It's another customization option, but I'm kind of the same. I'm never going to use it. It doesn't really get me that hyped. So
Here's
I'd
the
say
thing
C.
though, imagine if you were a paraplegic in real life. You can be like, oh, this represents me now. You know, think about the inclusivity of that. You know,
Well,
like-
if I couldn't walk, a robot arm probably wouldn't help.
all right, let's put it.
Okay,
In.
wait, no, hold on. So with the robot arm, is it just like one generic robot arm, or is it like you get it and you can change like a whole bunch of stuff?
They went full blown like hospital spec, and they're like, you can have just a robot hand, you can have a robot forearm or a robot shoulder, or the whole lot. You can have a robot, full robot leg, full half robot leg, or just the robot like bottom
That's
half?
A. That's A.
I think it's A at least. Like,
But
come on.
that is so much
I think it's-
customization. I reckon it makes it like you're gonna see some unique people out there. Like not everyone's going to have like full robot legs and arms and stuff like that. It'll be pretty funny to see, but like just having.
It's funny
that
to
as
see
that
people without arms.
customization. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Way to go, offending everyone.
I would put it in B.
really, I'd say.
I would actually say C as well, but I think that B is probably what we're gonna end up settling on.
I think S. Mark reckons A
And then we got 2 C's.
and 2
Alright, so
C's.
it's a B.
So it's a B.
Fuck. Anyone can give themselves the Luke Skywalker hand that they've always dreamed of.
Oh, that sounds like.
I love how much this upsets Mawrtron.
It does really upset me, but that's right. We'll keep going. We'll keep going. So this thing's like a mountable turret. This next thing called the scrap cannon. It shoots hot metal. It's like the banished turret. I'll be honest. I don't give a fuck. It's not new. We've seen different turrets before.
Look, you had me at mountable, you lost me at turret.
What do you reckon? To me, it's just like meh.
Not excited about it at all, D.
Yeah, D.
D.
Yep.
What about the Sidekick Pistol, guys? New pistol looks so
B?
cool. B? Really?
Yeah, it's sick, but it's also a pistol, so there's no point.
Dude, I'm thinking like D. I'm just like, what the fuck? It's just a pistol.
I think it falls into the same category as I would say B because it's not going to be an impact weapon like the possibility of the new shotgun and the new DMR variant, but it adds, a different way to approach pistol play.
Yeah, it's true.
I just saw the
so
trailer and the girl's like, I just want to feel like John Wick. I'm like, I don't want to feel like John Wick. I just want to shoot people, so fuck you.
So think pistol SWAT, if this gun allows you to fire twice as fast as a Magnum, then but you can still get headshots with one hit. I mean, that changes that game mode entirely.
Well, like Max, you're one of the highest ranked SWAT players in the world back in the day. Like, what's
Indeed,
your opinions
indeed.
of this?
Pretty excited, especially if it makes you less accurate when you shoot faster.
So you like the blue?
But I don't like Bloom, but you've got to counter shooting fast, right? Especially with PC players now. Well, I would be it, because pistols are kind of boring, but they're also exciting in like a really mediocre way.
I think, yeah, because now you've said SWAT, like, I got a little, my testicles started pumping semen into my dick, like. So I think B as well.
Yeah, I'm B.
Yeah, be it.
Right, so the next one is the Skewer. I think this is kind of like the banished version of the, maybe like a railgun mixed with a Spartan laser's power. Basically just shoots a big fuck off spike. To me, if you can skewer people to walls, it's S tier.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I like the idea of that. It's funny as fuck.
But we haven't seen that yet. At the moment, it just looks like a real fuck off railgun that sends people flying. So I think
I'd have to go
A?
A for the potential, and I like those charge-up weapons.
Yeah.
I agree. That's a nice easy
can't
one.
deny that.
Stalker rifle. Don't know what it is. Don't know what it does. Kind of looks just like another fucking. What do you reckon?
So, D tier.
Well, C, because you don't know what to rate it till you see it.
But I'm more excited about this vehicle with one wheel, one missing wheel, than I am about this piece of shit.
Yeah, true facts, true facts.
It could be cool, but yeah, I have no idea.
Is it just a
what it
beam
actually
rifle? Is it just like a light rifle? I don't know. Let's just put it there. Fuck it. Who cares? Let people squabble in the fucking comments like they will. Oh yeah, leave a hate comment below, people, if you disagree with all of this. Next up is the Academy. So, kind of like a training ground for newbies to go in and learn how to play the game.
So,
Does this include bots and custom games?
There is
'Cause
bots.
if it does,
Yeah.
then I would S tier it.
Bots
That
and
was my
custom
question.
games? S.
If it's
That'd be
just the
amazing.
academy, like training for kids that can't play video games, then like C tier. But if it's custom game bots, S. Bam.
How about this? We'll put this here, and I'll graphic a fake bot thing up here because I don't actually have the bot separately. But I agree with that.
Just put an asterisk over the C. Over
Okay,
that,
alright,
just be
yeah.
like, just in case, yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Right, so what do we got next up is the threat detector. Another sort of, what do you call it, a piece of equipment. This one is kind of like Hanzo's secondary arrow. A?
That was a groan. I'd put it in C. It's just good for bad kids who don't move.
It's good for campers, but
Shouldn't need it.
Yeah, you shouldn't need it.
you've got a fucking
Yeah.
radar anyway, like, what does it matter?
The coolest instance that I can think of is for stuff like Capture the Flag, where you're going into a base that you know is going to have 4 people just camping in there. It might make those initiations a bit more fun, as opposed to just throwing as many people as you can into a room and hoping that somebody survives.
What I think will happen is that all the new players of the game will have that as their equipment option instead of like the cloak and overshields and stuff. They'll go for that.
It's a pickup, isn't it?
It's a pickup.
Yeah,
So they'd have to try and rush that.
like that's what I think they will all be going for.
Like
Yep.
bring back Breakout, that team-based hardcore, and then it's like if someone picks it up and they can scan around a corner, and if the whole team can see that red highlight, not just you, amazing. But for the rest of the game, it's not really interesting.
Yeah, true. I imagine it wouldn't be a full team display. It feels like it might be a bit too OP.
But why not? Like, the radius doesn't look that big on it. You know what I mean?
If it's a weapon, if it's a map pickup, like a big power up, it could. I just don't know what they're doing with it.
I think that since our map pickups are not that overpowered, like, you know, we've got Spider-Man fucking boosting across the map here. Like, if it's just one dude doing that, like, whatever. I'll just shoot him out of the sky. Fuck him, dude.
I like the
Alright.
idea of it incorporating something that, you know, one person might have, or one person you might want to have it, and then they've actually got to calm to the rest of their team, you know, what they're seeing. It just
Yeah, that's
adds an
pretty
extra element that I think could be interesting. But I still think it's C tier.
Yeah, I think it's C as well. Next up, armor customization. So I actually fucking pissed myself laughing vehicle customization. I actually pissed myself laughing because this little clip has a warthog on a turntable, and it reminded me of Need for Speed Underground 2. Like, you know, like the little John playing in the background and shit. They haven't gone into how much detail you can customize it, but you can kind of already do that. There's already like skins, but they specifically say customization. So I wonder if you can like slam it on chromies and put nitrous in it. You know,
Spinning rims, like a hot pink with like an anime girl on it.
Oh, speakers in the boot, the nitrous bottles, like Need for Speed Underground 2.
Yeah.
Oh,
I put
I can
you go, dude.
I can see them doing some dumb things with this that will piss me off.
100%.
Well, like what's one?
Like I could see them, you know, partnering with, I don't know,
Hot
Disney.
Wheels.
or
Monster
something,
Energy.
and then they turn the warthog, like the whole look, you know, it adjusts it enough that makes it look like some vehicle or thing from some movie that's coming up, or something like that.
Like a Cars,
I
like
don't-
Lightning
I don't-
McQueen or some shit.
Well, I doubt Pixar will partner with Halo, but you get the idea. Like, I don't want, I don't know, maybe I'm a bit too much of a purist, but I could see it going off the deep end if they allow too much bullshit.
Well, they're not doing like a whole thing where they put things in the game and you have to purchase them, are they?
It's going to be free to play, so it's absolutely going to be like a live service multiplayer game similar to Fortnite and Apex
So they're gonna have like
Legends and stuff like that.
microtransactions for like.
Fortnite.
I can't wait to see
So-
the dances, The dances are gonna be so sick.
Well, like, as long as they don't do a thing where they like the Call of Duty thing where they had a skin so dark you can't see them around a corner, like.
Well, you got outlines now.
Oh!
I reckon C.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Second to last is pretty similar to the vehicle one. It's the weapon customization. So,
S tier.
S tier. S tier.
but what is that? Like, you guys are bitching about the vehicle customization, and now they're gonna
Yeah,
be
but-
like, what if it's like a oh boy, Mickey Mouse rocket launcher. Oh, like,
Yeah, that'd be sick. That would be amazing.
all right, STS, sweet. I'm kind of into that.
Mickey Mouse rocket launcher. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean it's like
Take my money.
Apex Legends has it. Most modern live service games have it. It's an easy way to make money. Look at Valorant.
Halo 5
They
had it, right?
Valorant charged like what $100-something for their first weapons pack. Yeah, it's an easy way to make money, and
So it's only cosmetic. It's not like change
Yeah.
the magazine size and stuff like that, because that'd
Yeah.
be a bit seeing everybody use the same freaking thing because it's the meta.
I reckon you don't have to see it like a vehicle. Like, you might if you pick up a gun, you're like, oh, this person had like something cool. But
Yeah.
because it's your gun, you always see it.
Yeah, I kind of like picking up other people's guns in those games. I mean, like, oh wow, they've got that tiger skin. I'm
Oh.
glad I shot them in the face and get to use this gun. Right, lucky last is drop pods on the battlefield, like back weapon pods. So you'll be in the middle of the game. I'm guessing this will be big team, and it's like, you know how you used to call it an ordnance? Not like that. This just, instead of the weapons just spawning, they drop.
I mean, I'm hyped for it.
That's pretty good.
I'm a little semi.
Can they kill
Not fully
people?
there, but like,
Can they kill people?
Probably. I mean, I
no,
mean,
they will.
ordnance. Of course they will. I mean, ordnance drops did. Like I'm
Well,
assuming.
you gotta push that baby up.
I'm kind of like I
I'm
don't give a
thinking
fuck.
A. Like, oh,
I don't give a
my question is how's it called in? Is it like, are they gonna go the Call of Duty route where it's a kill streak? Is it a pickup type thing?
No, there's no kill streak,
Pickup
so it's
seems
more.
odd.
It's more like, yeah, it's like when the weapons respawn. Like let's say the sniper's up every 30 seconds on Valhalla. It's just like you just see this thing going like Titan falling from the sky. That's my assumption.
oh man, I'm so excited.
I could see it being a cool thing. You almost mix in like a tiny little MOBA element where there are almost side objectives on some of the bigger maps, and if you capture that little area or hold on to it, you get the bonus of like a drop pod pops in, every 60 seconds or something with random weapons. That could be interesting.
I think it's quality of life though. Like I think to me it will help noobs learn when the weapon drops are, because when you know someone doesn't know how to play Halo and you're like, oh fuck, sweet, shotgun's up in like 20 seconds, boys, and the noob team on the other side are all like fussing over who's getting in the passenger seat of the Warthog or something. I don't know. I think it's quality of life more than anything.
I reckon it's quality of life. Yeah.
Yep, I would agree with that.
I mean, fuck, that's it. Is there anything we want to shuffle around?
No, I reckon that's pretty good. B is like quality of life things that would make it a little bit better for us.
No,
A
put that
gets us a
ugly
little bit-
shotgun down. See.
The ugly shotgun to see.
Yeah, the one that's from space. I think I might be a bit spacist.
Yeah.
I seem to
Oh,
like all the
that thing.
human stuff.
I was going to bump
it
it up actually because I'm kind of like, it's an unknown and it's not just a quality of life thing.
Well, you can't put that up for being unknown and then put that other red one down there because it's unknown.
Dude, this thing looks like garbage. This looks like a Nerf gun from Walmart or some shit.
Basically, anything that looks like a storm rifle or a plasma rifle
Yeah,
just
okay.
gets automatically thrown into a D tier.
We're definitely spacist. Look, all the alien shit's down the bottom and all the human shit's at the top.
God, we're xenophobic. Thanks for everybody for joining us. We're going to have a bunch more tier lists coming up where we'll go over things like weapons over the course of all 6 Halo games that have 7 Halo games that have come out, vehicles, maps, characters, all that type of stuff in the build up to Halo Infinite. So look forward to that, and thanks for joining.